starring Lee Marvin.
Hello, Charlie. Get moving, Dad. Hands up high. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a holdup. Everybody against the wall. Come on, line up against the wall. Hands on top of your head. Come on, everybody, hurry it up. Up against that wall. Turn back, Pop. Okay, Captain? Excellent, General. All right, don't anybody move until we're gone. Stay right there.
Come on, the alarm!
A bank had been robbed of $80,000. More important, Mrs. Josie Talafario and her 6-month-old baby were both in the hospital in critical condition. We wanted the men who had run them down. We immediately went to work with the robbery division. My name is Frank Ballinger, Detective Lieutenant M Squad, a special detail of the Chicago Police.
Lab boys find anything?
We found this under the driver's seat of the truck. It's a welder's cap.
Mm-hmm. It looks new. They might be able to trace it.
Yeah. Anything doing here?
Well, they knew what time the cash went into the vault, the fact that the bank was being remodeled, even with the guard's name. Matter of fact, he's the only one who saw their faces. He's trying to make a sketch of one of them.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty close to the way he looked. The fellow that come in first.
You're pretty sure?
Well, I couldn't describe him any better than that, but that's about the way he looked.
You keep this up and the whole campus will start wondering what happened.
I can't help it if I'm sick. When I think of that woman standing in front of that baby carriage.
It was an accident. We knew there'd be risk when we went into this thing. I'm sorry for them, but the main thing is it went off as planned.
No, open up. Now, I could hear you guys all the way down the hall.
I've been trying to talk some sense into him. A little thing goes wrong and he goes all to pieces.
2 people dying because of us. And you call that a little thing?
I've been thinking about it, too. Supposing we send that woman some of the dough.
Yeah. Enough to pay for the hospital expenses.
What do you say, Noel? We could mail it to the hospital. They couldn't trace it.
We agreed not to spend that money until we graduated next June. Then go to South America and invest it where it can't be traced.
The paper said her husband's a day laborer. They haven't got a dime.
Will it help your conscience? So you'll forget?
Yes, I promise.
I'll feel better about it, too, Noel. You want me to send it?
No, I'll do it. That way I'll make sure it can't be traced back to us. What's her name?
Mrs. Josie Talafario. Presbyterian Hospital. Chicago, Illinois.
Money they send me, huh?
I don't want their dirty, rotten blood money. I just want to get my hands on them. That's all I want.
$2,000.
Was there any note?
It's just the filthy money they stole. My wife and baby are dying. And they think they can buy our forgiveness.
Postmarked last night, 10 p.m., main post office.
Hey, look. You cops use all kinds of scientific stuff, huh? I mean, you can dope out the handwriting and the paper and things like that. You can find those guys from this, can't you?
Well, we're certainly going to try, Mr. Teleferio.
Yeah, okay. Well, I gotta get to work, huh? You trace that letter, huh? You find those guys?
We'll find them.
If Josie and my baby die, I'll kill those guys.
Mr. Telefer... I wish we were half as smart as he thinks we are.
Yeah.
Look at this. Ordinary post office stock, disguised printing.
There's nothing the lab boy's going to get excited about. That cap's the only lead they've got.
Well, there's over 200 stores in Chicago sell caps like that. It's going to take a lot of time to check it.
Sure, I got a full crew working on it.
Say, what about that bank guard? Is he still looking at the mugshots?
No, I finished the whole thing last night. Nothing.
You know, the way this job was planned, they knew the layout of that bank pretty well, wouldn't you say? Like they might have had help.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Looks like an inside job.
It's been done before.
Mm-hmm. Insurance company's checking their people. You want to stick around and see what turns up?
Mm-hmm. There's still something funny about this job.
It was well planned.
Yeah, but different.
Oh.
Like the $2,000. Have you ever heard of a pro mob that had a conscience?
Yeah, that's right. I'm going to put the undercover detail on this.
The undercover detail was put to work. 48 hours later, information started coming in on everybody in the bank, from the manager and his wife, to the tellers and their families, from the bookkeeping girls and their boyfriends, to the guard and his children. The investigation uncovered a lot of interesting things, but nothing that tied anyone to the holdup, with the possible exception of one teller, a quiet, unobtrusive bachelor named Joseph Reinhardt.
Spends every Saturday at the races, makes large bets. Moved a month ago to an apartment on the drive and pays $250 a month rent.
On his salary?
Yeah, but listen to this. He's been dating a girl named Edna Reed who works at a dance studio. This morning he bought a diamond ring at Slauson's Jewelers and he paid $1,500 cash, plus tax.
Sounds like we want to know more about Reinhardt. Who's handling his surveillance?
Vince Mariani took a hotel room across from Reinhardt's place.
Right. Whenever a robbery is carried off with the precision of this bank job, there's always the possibility of the hoods having inside help. When that possibility is coupled with the fact that one of the bank employees is living far beyond his means, we want to know more about it. I drove to the hotel where Officer Mariani was keeping an eye on Joseph Reinhardt's apartment.
It's that room, right across the alley. The girl's Edna Reed. Just came up. Can you see okay?
Yeah, fine. He's got the ring with him. Looks like he's going to try to surprise her with it. Vince, can you read lips from here?
That slug I took in my ear raised my rating. I'm the #1 lip reader on the force.
Okay, take a look.
Oh, he's putting the ring on her finger. Says he doesn't believe in long engagements. Let's get married right away. She's taking the ring off. Says, I never said anything about marrying you.
Well, what's Reinhardt saying?
Wow, she really put him down. He's saying I'm crazy about you. Something, I don't know, something. You've been letting me see you almost every night. Something, at least you gotta like me. She's not buying. She's leaving.
Oh, what about the ring?
She left it on the table. He's going over to the couch. He's sitting down. Oh, he acts like he's been hit in the head with a mallet.
Here, let me take a look. And she put him down all right. And his $1,500 ring.
Positively.
What do you know about her, Vince?
Just what I had in the report. Teaches at a dancing school on Michigan Boulevard, unmarried.
Well, she got dough, running around with rich boyfriends, what?
Lives in a cheap apartment, makes 80, 90 a week. Like Reinhardt said, she's only been seeing him.
Well, I wonder why she put him down so hard.
Her? With that shape? Come on,
Look, she's been going with him for 2 months. Hey, maybe she's the one we ought to contact for a little information about Reinhardt, huh?
Want somebody to do some checking with her?
No, I'll check it out myself.
Yeah, who wouldn't?
A dancing instructor, sir. Hey, it's not bad. I mean, considering it's only my second lesson.
Not bad at all, Mr. Powell, considering it's only your second lesson.
Yeah, thanks. I wish I was doing as well with you, though. I'd still like that date.
5, 2, 1, 2, 3. 5, 2, 1, 2, 3. You know we're not supposed to date our students, Mr. Powell.
I just think that's a polite brush-off. What's the matter? You got another guy? I mean, like the guy that phoned you yesterday?
What makes you say that?
Oh, the way you rushed off when the girl came in and said you had a phone call waiting for you. You seemed real, enthusiastic and excited.
Besides, just get rid of him, that's all. He's a real goof.
Yeah, I know the type. Old but filthy rich.
5, 2. He's pretty close. He's a banker.
A banker? What you do, meet him here?
Well, I guess school's over for today, Mr. Powell.
Well, how about a little homework, teacher, huh? Like, say, some dinner and maybe a little entertainment?
I really shouldn't. You know, if the boss ever found out, he'd fire me.
Well, I'll tell you what I do. If he fires you, I'll buy the joint and we'll fire him.
Okay. You can pick me up at 7. Viola Apartments, 2800 Bixel.
7 o'clock, Viola Apartments, 2800 Bixel?
Mm-hmm.
It's a day.
I thought I made it clear the other night that I don't ever want to see you again.
Well, you know me, Edna, always taking the long odds.
Well, this is one time there's no chance for a payoff. And don't call me here again. Goodbye, good luck, and forget you ever knew me, huh?
What happened, Edna? You must have liked me at least a little bit. You got somebody better?
As a matter of fact, yes, the fellow that just left. He's a rich dairy farmer from Wisconsin.
Is that what he told you?
What do you care what he told me?
He's a cop.
You're just lying to me, Joe. You're just trying to pretend that...
His name is Ballinger. He's a detective. He was at the bank asking us questions the day of the holdup.
I was just teasing you, Joe. Of course I know he's an officer. You'd better go. I'm expecting a pupil.
All right, I'll leave now. But I'll call you.
Not here.
Okay, at the apartment.
Yes? Oh, Edna, hi.
Oh, you mastermind. We're going to commit one perfect crime. Well, it turned out to be not quite so perfect after all.
Stop it, Edna. Listen, watch what you say over the phone.
A man came in to take dancing lessons from me. He said he was a rich dairy farmer from Wisconsin. He tried to get information from me about Reinhardt, and I find out he's a detective.
You sure of that?
Yes, I'm sure of that. Oh, you figured out the perfect crime. Said they'd never get to us. Well, it looks like they've gotten to us already.
Stop it, Edna. Don't panic. Be quiet and listen to me. They're fishing. They don't have any evidence. No. Listen, slow down and listen. Pack your things. I'll get Phil's car, and I'll be at your place in 15 minutes.
Yo, see what he remembers, huh? I'll hold on.
You know, once in a while, this job pays off with a bonus.
Yeah, like what?
Well, I'm going out tonight with a beautiful woman. On business, of course, and expenses.
Of course. But we may not need any information on Reinhardt now. Looks like we got lucky. The guy in a surplus store thinks the welder's cap came from his place. He sold 3 of them a week ago. He's checking his sales slips now. Yeah, go ahead. Well, is he sure? Fine, bring him down here. We'll see if he can make an ID. Right.
Does he remember the guy who bought the caps?
He does. Only it wasn't a guy. It was a beautiful girl.
The owner of the surplus store came down to M Squad. He said the girl had bought 3 caps and 3 sets of workman's clothes. She was 5 feet 8 inches tall, about 115 pounds. He remembered she was blonde. I kept thinking the girl I had a date with was also a blonde. I'd been chasing Edna Reed to check on Joseph Reinhardt. Now it appeared I should have been chasing Joseph Reinhardt to check on Edna Reed. With a not-so-strange premonition, I went to keep my date. But Edna Reed was gone. Her apartment manager said she had packed and left an hour before. No forwarding address. I called into Captain Gray. He had more information. The head of the dancing school had brought in a photo of Edna Reed, and the surplus store owner had identified her positively as the blonde who had bought the welder's outfits. I proceeded to Reinhardt's address.
Here? Oh, she's not here. Well, what makes you think Edna's here?
Then where is she?
Well, she didn't want to see me anymore.
Oh, but there's still a professional bond between you two. You were afraid that we were getting too close, that she'd crack, so you had her take a powder.
I don't follow you.
Well, maybe you'll follow this. We know that you bought an expensive engagement ring for cash. And we know that you have other expenses that are way beyond your salary. Now, you can tell us where you got that money downtown. You're under arrest.
Arrest? Oh, now, look, I knew it was against the law, but I never expected to be arrested. Almost everybody does it.
Don't play games with me, Reinhardt. Just get your clothes on.
Does the bank have to know that I've been playing the horses with a bookie?
Bookie? What are you talking about?
Mike Cass, a bookie over in Gary. All that extra money I've been making. What did he do, turn me in because I was winning too much?
Look, Reinhardt, will you try to make some sense? What's a book got to do with this?
That money, the ring, this apartment, isn't that what you were talking about?
Yes.
Well, I won it on the horses. Well, look, I'll prove it to you.
Now, hold it a minute.
Okay?
Okay.
This is what I was going to show you, Lieutenant. It's all down there.
Look, it's impossible. Huh? Okay. I still say it's impossible. Nobody wins all the time.
So Reinhardt was on the level about that, huh?
Contact we made in Gary says that Cass confirmed it. Reinhardt's got some kind of a system. Cass refused to take any more bets from him. All balances, the winnings, all that dough he's been spending right down to the last lousy dime.
Okay, so Reinhardt wasn't in on the bank job. He's clean. What about Edna Reed? What's his connection with her?
Send Reinhardt in here.
If you think Edna was involved in that holdup, you're wrong. Why, she's a...
Nobody's making any accusations, Mr. Reinhardt. Just answer the questions, please.
How'd you meet her?
Well, she opened a small checking account at the bank a few months ago. She came by my window a few times. I invited her to dinner.
Mm-hmm. She started asking questions, huh? About what time the money went into the vault, how much cash was on hand.
She was interested in my job and what I did, and...
What do you mean, interested?
Her brother, he goes to college. He wants to have a banking career.
Where does he go to college?
I don't know, somewhere around Chicago. They lost their folks when they were children, and she's always taken care of them. But if you think Edna had anything to do with that holdup, you're wrong. She's a wonderful girl.
We put out an all-points bulletin on Edna, and thanks to Reinhardt, we located a college student named Noel Reed, whose entrance application listed his sister, Edna, as his closest living relative.
Disappeared? What makes you think that, Lieutenant?
Well, she left town in a hurry with no address, and her friends were a little worried, that's all.
It was an emergency. I know where she went.
Well, would you mind telling me?
Los Angeles.
You wouldn't happen to have the address?
714 North Hollywood Boulevard, LA 46.
LA 48?
46.
Okay, thanks.
She might be calling me in a day or so, Lieutenant. Should I have her get in touch with you?
No, that won't be necessary. The people down at the dancing studio are just worried that something might have happened to her. Everything's gonna be okay now.
Lieutenant Ballinger of the police. This is Phil Daner and
Bill.
Mel Crowell.
Mel, how are you?
Relax, Mel. The lieutenant's not here about your speeding tickets. He was afraid Edna might be missing.
Well, I guess I better be going. Nice to meet you, boys. Here's the reply from Los Angeles. No such address.
Well, it could be that Edna lied to her brother about where she was going.
Could be, but I doubt it.
Well, you know, from what you told me, I'm beginning to get an idea I think we ought to check out.
Oh, what's that?
Well, we know she bought the outfits used by the bank robbers.
Right.
And she used Reinhardt to get the dope on the bank so they could get inside pretending to be welders and so on. Now, you yourself said there was something funny about the people who pulled this job. You know, the thing about the conscious money to the Talifarios?
You mean no?
Frank, I don't mean anything. But I do want you to get a hold of that bank guard and take a ride out to college.
Now, the period bell should be ringing in the next minute or so. So what I want you to do is to stand in the phone booth and close the door. Now, if you can't positively identify this boy, don't do anything. But if you do recognize him, signal me by opening the door and sticking your head out, okay?
Yeah, I understand.
This room right here.
See you later. Oh, hi, Lieutenant. Looking for me?
Yeah, no, I'd like to ask you a few questions.
That's the one, all right, Lieutenant.
Get the security, please. No. Open up the door. It won't do you any good. No. No. I'll put that down. Drop it.
I can't, Lieutenant. You see, it's filled with sulfuric acid.
Put it down.
I see you don't know very much about acid, but this is the most corrosive there is. A few drops of it'll eat through almost anything. Skin, bone.
Use your head? No. You're not going any place with that bottle. Now put it down. Don't force me to shoot you.
That's just it. You could shoot me, but you can't be sure you're going to kill me. Because you can shoot me and I can still throw it. That's where I have the advantage. And a few drops in your eyes.
I'm not going to tell you again. No, put it down.
I just turned in the alarm. In a few minutes, the hall is going to be filled with people. And then you won't be able to shoot. Don't try to be a hero, Lieutenant. It's not worth it.
Let's go. Noel Reed was smart enough to confess that he had failed to engineer the perfect crime. His two accomplices turned themselves in with the money. Luckily, Mrs. Talafario and the baby recovered. We brought Edna Reed back to Chicago and she was convicted for conspiracy. Funny thing, Joseph Reinhardt paid for a lawyer, but she still wouldn't have anything to do with him. He's hoping she'll change her mind when she gets out. Some guys just never learn.
M-Squad. Starring Lee Marvin.